All right, we are live for the Truist Championship preview. Coming off Tiger Woods' win, beat a strong field. Pretty decent event, I'm sure. Crushed ratings, but
you know what's crazy is there's some people that fucking love that shit. I can't believe that.
They loved watching that.
Yeah, I think at least the journalists just wanted to suck them off.
I mean, that was one of the most unwatchable events I could ever imagine.
I didn't watch it. I watched Thursday, and then he shot 10 under, and I was like, okay. And you got the rain delay. You got the fucking break of a lifetime. You got the great draw. Didn't have to play in the cold that Saturday morning.
So I was watching the rain delay day or whatever, even through 8, and we saw he makes that eagle on 9. But I mean, he didn't have it that first 9 he played.
I didn't watch him. He didn't have. I was just tracking him. Shout out to being back to tracking, by the way. Great segment last week.
Oh, I know.
Even he fucking ruined tracking last week. That piece of shit.
That was awful. I mean, I'm trying to see we're live on. It's supposed to be live on X, but I don't see it happening.
Looks like we're getting some YouTube comments.
Yeah, I think it looks like it's probably just on YouTube for whatever reason. It's not on the X. I'm gonna just copy and paste the link on the YouTube to that. Do we see? Are you seeing comments come up on the screen?
Yeah, it looks like from YouTube.
Okay. But I mean, overall, I think we're both pretty much in agreement that if he was going to win something, just win that. Fine, we weren't winning anyway.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was the best event for him to win. You kidding me? We were fucking. We went light on the week. We didn't heavily invest. We probably shouldn't have bet Benny. That was our only heavily invested guy. Everybody else was 70 plus, right? Oh,
yeah. But even so, the card was still light. We didn't even fill it at all. We thought about adding guys and chose just to add nobody. And sometimes that'll bite you in the ass, but this time it didn't at all. So completely happy with that. And Scheffler's going to win something. I mean, I joked about saying he might not win, whatever. Okay, did he win the event? Sure. But for the sake of this entire legacy year argument, does this really change anything?
Nah, not for me. I don't know. It sounds like it did for somebody. Everybody was super impressed by the win.
Because he won Byron Nelson. I mean, what's that change?
Guy was a 2-to-1 favorite, 2.5-to-1 favorite.
And I gotta just address this thing real quick. The Rico Hoey versus Scheffler thing. Obviously, I'm playing into the bit when I'm doing this. One guy is 80-to-1. One guy's fucking 2-to-1. Man, it's the biggest favorite in the history of the PGA Tour since Tiger in probably 10 years ago.
It's longer than that. 15.
20 years. So he's 2-to-1. So because I said a guy who's 80-to-1 is going to play better than a guy who's a 2-to-1 favorite, literally the biggest favorite in PGA Tour the last 2 decades. Are you idiot? You thought Hoey was better than Shep? Are you fucking kidding me? Anyone who's making that argument right now has absolutely no clue about anything.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I don't even really know how to argue against you there. So,
well, you actually said that Hoey was going to beat Scheffler this week. You said he's going to beat his ass. Okay. Yeah.
Did that guy come back at you?
Yeah. I mean, they never stop. It's so stupid. Hey, guys, I know Scotty Scheffler's a better player than Rico Hoey. I was fucking around. I even posted the clip, but when I said it on the show, I was laughing when I read the fucking model out. It's a fucking joke. No, Hoey's better.
Man, what are they going to do with that course?
Live on YouTube, lads. I don't know. They should fucking nuke it off the fucking planet. Is what they should do.
Why did they play there?
I have no idea.
Why was Scheffler crying like a little bitch?
He was crying. I didn't even see it. Why was he crying?
He was crying. He took it all in. He always wanted to win the Byron Nelson as a 2-year-old growing up.
Well, they rigged the event so he could win. So there you go. No one else good was in the field. And then they gave you a 6-hour rain delay so you could come out and just fire darts on a soft golf course.
I thought this was a better field than LIV. What do you mean?
Oh, so I got to address that. I mean, so we have extremists on both sides. As you know, you and I, we like both tours. I know people think that's crazy. We're the only people who are covering both tours every time they're both on. But the extremists, man, are fucking crazy because. So
on both sides, by the way, not just PGA sides.
Yep, on both sides. With that being said, I do think like I can have an anti-live comment, and the people on the extreme live side aren't gonna fucking call me a piece of shit. They hope my whole family dies, etc. But when you do it to the opposite, you get killed completely. Like you're the scum of the earth for having an opinion. So I do think the PGA Tour extremists are the ones who are harder to have a conversation with, and I think that kind of checks out in terms of if you look at kind of the political sides too.
Yeah.
But this argument was the Byron Nelson field was better because according to Data Golf, they had more top 100 players than LIV had top 200 players.
Well, Rahm's not even in the top 100.
No, according to Data Golf rankings.
Oh, Data Golf rankings. Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so my counter argument to that, first of all, if you think that the Byron Nelson field is better than the LIV field, you've completely gone off. You have a syndrome of some sort. There's no possible argument you can make. I don't give a fuck about the top 100 thing. That's crazy, man. As you said,
you don't think it can be made a case that it's deeper based on LIV only really going 30 deep?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that, but the way it's hard to win the tournament, as we see, is like because those top guys are so good. And,
yeah, it's harder to win it, but the field may still be deeper at Byron Nelson.
Well, could you say which one is harder to accumulate? 5 world ranking points. Like, say if LIV got it, yeah, you could say the PGA Tour because it's better. But I mean, when it comes to winning the event, it's definitely harder to win the event that has all the top players in it. With that being said, so here's another thing I don't like about that side of the aisle. They always use Data Golf when they say the field strength sucks on LIV. Okay, fine. According to Data Golf, Neiman's the 9th best player. Ludwig Oberg is the 16th best player. So is Data Golf fact, or is it just something you can use once in a while when it suits your opinion?
Yeah.
Unzips jorts. Scheffler, I don't believe he's winning a major this year. No, do you?
Best chance for Scheffler to win a major is at Oakmont, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I'm actually really pumped that he won, just because it gets the juices flowing for next week. Maybe gets odds moving on some guys. Not that we don't already have our bets in anyways. We bet Bryson fucking 8 months ago at 20 to 1. I don't know. What do you make of this win?
Nothing.
I make nothing of it. Why was it made such a big deal?
It's because this is why they've been edging themselves all year long, ready to just explode at the thought of Scotty winning. Like,
do they actually like Scotty Scheffler though? Like, I fucking hate Scotty Scheffler with a passion. I think he's the worst. Like, he's just such a boring golfer. Like, it's so much better when Rory is the guy. He's so much better for golf when he's the best player than Scotty's the best player. Look at the ratings. And I even want to argue this. Last year, there was a huge noticeable dip in ratings. Everyone says it's this reason, that reason. I'm not saying this is definitely it. Is it worth considering that Scotty, who's a really boring player, won 9 times last year, and the ratings were the worst they've ever been in the last 20 years, and this year they're back up again? And the second best player was X.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, the thing now, Rory is generating these headlines, and he's the buzz all about Rory. Yeah, we're having good events this year. The Masters was great. It was incredible. So I don't think we can completely rule that out as part of the reason. Yeah. Scotty can't. Yeah, I mean, it's good he won. It's a PGA Tour event, right? I mean, sure, Tiger won a couple, I guess.
Oh, no, yeah, it counts you a win total. It's just it doesn't change my opinion on him for this season.
No, I mean, he played great though. I mean, but that course just sucks. I mean, KH Lee got to 25 under twice. Does that change how you view him?
You know where a lot of his struggles have been this year is that snap hook drive that he has. You can just get away with it at that place. Yeah,
I know. And you can get away with it. Yeah, you can get away with anything there. And that place is in his hometown. It's right down the street. I'm happy. I'm happy for him. If he wants to, if people want to say he's great because of that. We'll see. I mean, maybe it helps him get his groove back, and getting that winner's feeling, I think, might help.
Yeah. I don't know. Fuck him. I hope he doesn't get his fucking groove back. Fuck that guy.
I think definitely hope that, but I think if you want to say how does this affect the long-term outlook of him, I think that's the only way.
Yeah. All right, we're live for the first time. We were trying this out for the major. Obviously, you want to answer some of these questions? I think most of them were about last week.
Yeah.
If Scotty wins 0 majors this year, that's what matters to define his year. I agree. He needs another major because he had 2 Augustas.
That's all that matters.
Yep.
He definitely does. I mean, and you think about for Scotty, I mean, he's only shown he can win a major at one course so far. How can you argue somebody, as this, he's playing the best of anyone all time besides Tiger? I don't think you can say that until he wins a U.S. Open or a PGA Championship or an Open Championship.
Right. I agree.
That's crazy. I mean,
here's a good question. How much of a caddy bump are you expecting for Colin the rest of the year? That was a story last year. Colin took home his caddy, the one that caddied for JT. What do you make of that?
I mean, so I want to give it a little bit of time to see, right? Because the first week that he was on JT's back, JT didn't play well at the Masters. The second week was the Heritage. He wins. So Morikawa, what do you do at the Heritage? Not great, right?
He was fucking awful, like 54th.
Okay. So, yeah, I think we need to wait and see. This week might be a good test. But, I think the caddy bump is something. But I also think we probably make a little bit too much of it at times.
Agree.
The guy has to hit the shots. And Colin right now isn't hitting the shots.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think it's a bump. I don't know. I thought about Colin this week just only because of the caddy, to be honest with you.
And with that being said, I think Griner's a great caddy. I actually talked to a couple caddies, lower level players, and I just said, "What do you think it means?" And they're like, "Griner's like class. Like this guy he's the best of the best."
Yeah.
So I think it's good. I mean, with that being said, I think the bigger question for me is why isn't I wish JT made an effort to keep him.
I think he likes his guy.
He does, and that's why he does like his guy. And I get it; he's loyal to his guy. But it's not like he's been with the guy for 10 years. He's only been with him for a year after Bones left. That was the 2024 Masters.
He must like him a lot,
and he hasn't won in that time. He really hasn't been playing great in that time.
Yeah. Does the caddy make him less of an insufferable pussy? I'm gonna say no.
I don't think it changes that.
Once a lib, always a lib.
Thought on Spieth Sunday 63. I thought it was impressive. I mean, I'm going back and forth on the Spieth thing this week, but because you always have to take it with a grain of salt when it's in Texas.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty impressive. He played really good. Any inside word on LIV getting world ranking points? What do you think about that?
I don't know. I saw Trevor Immelman's comments. Is it? Are they gonna? Or what's the deal? Have you heard anything?
Well,
on LIV's side?
LIV's refusing to answer any questions about it.
Okay.
And when that's happened in the past, it usually means that it's not true or nothing's imminent.
So where did the report come from?
It came from Sportico.
Okay.
So, but also Sportico, the guy who owns Sportico, also is some type of investor in LIV. I forget exactly what it was. So, but with that being said, I'm sure there's negotiations. So I'll tell you this about Scott O'Neill. He is much different than Greg Norman. I mean, he is charismatic, and he's made a point where Norman was kind of combative in these situations. Scott O'Neill has made a point to build relationships with the powers that be. He doesn't want to be looked at the outcast. He wants to fit in.
He was hanging out with Immelman recently, right? At the Masters or something? Okay.
Yeah.
So there's definitely something to it.
When I met with him in Miami, he was saying he called Fred Ridley the day before and they played golf together or something. Yeah. So he's like a congenial guy. He's trying to get along with everybody. So I think
I feel like Norman was too. Just everybody fucking hated his guts though.
Yeah. Right. Because he did it out of, vengeance in some way.
Yeah.
But Scott O'Neill's good. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to read the room. Every answer that he gives is calculated. He does. So I think he knows what he's doing, and I think he's trying to work with relationships. So with that being said, I think they're telling him off the record, hey man, you want to apply for that again? Do this, this, and this first, and you'll probably get approved. That's what I think is happening. Those are the discussions that are being reported. Now, Immelman comes back and says, well, no, nothing was ever filed. That's true. Nothing was ever filed. And it has, because they're not going to file just to get rejected again. They need to make sure they check all the boxes before they file. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Everybody's just playing the fucking game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ordered Crushers hats during the Masters. Still haven't gotten them. Same here, bud. Still waiting on ours.
Well, that being said, I think the regular Crushers hats would have come, but the Augusta ones are back ordered until June.
Felt like we were the only live golf wearers, anyways.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so anything else on the Nelson? I think we can do questions once in a while, but I also, to the people who listen the normal way, I wanted to sound like a regular show as well.
Right. No, I got nothing on the Nelson. I didn't watch a lick of it after Thursday, and I didn't even want to put it on because I knew I would just get upset watching Scotty Scheffler.
Okay, I do want to answer this last one. Do you think Brooks will contend in majors again, or he's gone soft and lost the competitive edge? You're the Brooks guy, so you tell me.
I think he'll contend in majors again. I just don't know when. I just think he's going through the family thing right now.
Yeah. Isn't that under talked about?
I'd say the last two are the ones.
Yeah. I mean, definitely like him at Portrush.
Yep.
And I think Oakmont, Northeast, he's shown that he can. I think I want to see something from him. The thing with Brooks is he does show it leading into it.
Yeah, he does. He finally putt well last week.
I do think I don't think his days of competing in majors are over. No. But he's not doing it as consistently. And I think it is under talked about when these guys have families and multiple children, what happens to them. We're just talking about Finau had like his 8th kid. I mean, he's playing terrible.
Same with Rahm. Yep.
Rahm had first one, then he won right away, but then he had another one. Is there a third on the way now? Or is it
he
2?
Has 3.
He has 3. So, look at JT. I mean, after he got married, he didn't win for 2.5 years.
Yeah, exactly. Had a kid too.
In golf, that in a sport that's so mental, like big time life changes have such a big impact on your mental state that you can't just dismiss it. And we've seen the evidence time after time.
Spieth, a couple kids now, not winning.
Ricky, not that he was ever really winning that much, but
right.
So yeah, I do think that has something to do with it, but I also think he'll be back. I think, and with that being said, I also do think the whole PGA Tour contract, all that stuff, like the stuff with Brooks and LIV and the PGA Tour is not a fake made up story by the LIV haters. It's real.
I do like this guy when he loses the dad bod. He's definitely put on some pounds.
Yep.
So, okay. Anything on LIV Korea? Did you watch any of it?
I watched it on Friday until Saturday, the second day, or Saturday in Korea, Friday here. I watched it till my eyes couldn't stay open, but I was tired. I kept dozing off.
Yeah.
And then
Reed
waking up.
4th.
Yeah, Reed finished 4th. I mean,
I wish I watched the final round when Charles Howell gave Bryson a run for his money. I'm really pumped that Bryson fucking won. I think he really needed it for confidence-wise. Going into the final round in 4 straight events in the final group and not completing any of them, I think that would affect him.
Right. Last week you asked me, are you worried about this at all for Bryson finishing? And I said no.
But this one would have been bad because he was fucking 4 up on his fucking teammate too, fucking CH3.
Yeah. Matt, who'd you pick to win the PGA Championship? Bryson. Bryson wins.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to go to fucking war with Bryson and fucking Neiman next week. We both really believe Bryson's winning the fucking tournament. And I can't. I'm so happy I have a Bryson 20-1 ticket. I just want to battle. I hated not being on Bryson at Augusta. I know. I'm just ready to battle with Bryson and just go to war.
Yep. And with the the Chucky 3-6 thing. Just want to mention this real quick. A lot of the data golf and the rankings and the fields aren't deep, etc. I do think there is some value to having those veterans like him. Him being in the lead is not the same as having Adam Schenk in the lead, because he's been there before. He's played in big events. He's done well. Like, I don't, just because Adam Schenk, I'm just using as an example, might be better on data golf than Charles Howell, I don't think that means he adds more value to your tournament.
No, not at all.
And the same thing, Paul Case. This guy, okay, if Paul Case is in the mix, that's not the same as having, using an example earlier, Rico Hoey in the mix, because that guy's a loser.
Exactly. Yep.
So don't tell me this one gains more strokes than the other one. There's more to that than golf.
LIV Korea. Anything else on LIV Korea? Our picks were kind of meh, even though Reed finished 4th. I think Cam Smith finished 7th. Anything else on Rahm? Another top 10 for him. He's now up to 25-1 in the PGA.
That's crazy. Sites. I don't like him there, to be honest, just because
I'm in on Rahm at the PGA. I actually do like him there a lot.
I don't. I like him at the next two.
Course-wise, he's fucking perfect, man.
Yeah, but he hasn't played there much, and when he did, he didn't play well.
Yeah, it was fucking years ago.
I just
Rahm then.
I know, but I just don't think it's all clicking yet. I think if you have this is my thing with Rahm. If you just say, does he have it? Does he not have it? Is it clicking? Is it working? It when it works, we're gonna know. Like, you're not gonna have to ask, does Rahm have it right now? Is Rahm clicking right now? Is he in good form? Like, we'll know when that comes. And right now is not there for me.
I think he's. I don't know. I think he's in good form.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not Rahm.
Well, I don't think he's ever going to be Rahm.
Yeah, he is.
Since he left, I don't think he's ever going to be Rahm, man.
He will be again.
I don't think he's got that killer in him anymore. I don't know.
No, he does, man. He does. But I think he's still finding it. It's still working himself into form. Is there data golf stats yet?
Yeah, he hit it good.
What did he do?
Rahm. He 0.5 per round approach.
Yeah, he hit it all right. A lot of them around the green. And didn't putt it well. Bryson hit it well all around.
Oh yeah.
His off the tee numbers have been insane.
Dude, he doesn't fucking spray it anymore. He doesn't spray it. Everything's straight. It seems like he's finally got the irons figured out last week. So, I mean, look at this guy's fucking last 5 events. Oh,
I mean, 4 rounds,
dude.
I'm horny too. Good for the Truist. Bring me to the PGA Championship, man. I told you this the other day. My whole life right now is all about the PGA Championship. It's the only thing I want to talk about. It's the only thing I want to watch. Like, I'm happy we have a nice event this week to get us there. It'll help pass the time. But man, I'm ready for the PGA.
Oh yeah, I need it here now. Like, I need fucking air.
Yeah,
I keep doing research for this event, and I'm just like, fuck this event. But I think it's going to be a good event. I think the course is sweet. It's just that it doesn't do it for me.
Strokes gained around the green for Bryson are good. He's gained in 3 consecutive. The Masters, he was the best player in the field around the green. In the last 2, he's gained about half a shot around each.
The only thing that he struggled with is his irons, and he looked like he figured it out in Korea.
Yeah, and did you see that shot on number 1 on the first round when he hit it on the back fringe on a front pin, and it just spun like 30 feet down to the hole?
That was crazy.
So he's got the spin dialed up. I think that was kind of an issue in Mexico, obviously. And so, yeah, I couldn't be higher on a player as I am right now for Bryson.
Colin has a vagina, somebody says.
Hey, I didn't say it. All right. So what do you think? Want to go to Truist here?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So Truist Championship is a new course, obviously. And I think, there's, even though it's new, there's a lot of stuff we can kind of look at and take into account. And I think it'll be a cool course. And I will say this. People are really concerned that people are going to tear it up and it's going to be really easy. I'm not in that mindset. Now, I do acknowledge that if it is wet and it's raining all the days leading up to it, which some people think it is going to, then yeah, that could make it hard to be tough. With that being said, I still don't think it's going to be target practice. The greens are really intricate. That's where all the trouble is. Firm and fast bent grass, especially if it doesn't rain, it's going to be really firm and fast. And it's positional. I think you need to be on the right side of the fairways in order to find those good angles coming in. It's interesting. So par 70, 7,119 yards, designed by A.W. Tillinghast, obviously a long time ago, 1922. He's also designed Bethpage Black, Ridgewood in New Jersey, Winged Foot. The 2020 U.S. Open was. Man, too bad Bryce isn't playing this, huh?
Right.
And Baltusrol, which I believe is the best comp for this course. Baltusrol reminds me the most of it visually. So it was redesigned by Keith Foster in 2013. It's that golden age architecture. Foster has also redesigned Colonial, which is another short course that they find a way to make tough. Old White at Greenbrier, Bryson. But that one obviously isn't too hard. And then Southern Hills, he redesigned that as well, where JT won the PGA in 2022. Only guy not really in the field is Scotty. Everyone else is pretty much there.
Right. You said bent grass, fairways and greens.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Very old school course. Seems like the bunkers are going to be penal. Right.
Yeah.
Greens are going to be lightning fast. Hopefully, I know we get some rain in. We get some rain in the forecast coming up, which I'm a little worried about because I want it to be fucking firm and fast because I think that's where the teeth is of the golf course. Yeah. Listen to Mayo's show. Do you think it's a bomber heavy course? I don't really see that.
Yeah, I did listen to that segment and I get it, but I don't necessarily buy into it all that much. But like you said, the way to make golf courses tough is firm and fast. Shave the areas around the green, which I don't do. They have fescue around the green, which I think is good.
Yeah.
I think if you miss the green, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
The par threes are wicked short too. You see some of the distances?
Yeah.
134 yards on that one. There's another one was 145. Another one 170. That's short for a PGA par 3. And then the longest one's 200. That's still not like crazy long.
No. So I do think there's a lot of hidden distance in that, right?
Yeah. And the par 5s are shorter too. I mean,
I'm not saying it's going to be a U.S. Open here, but
I'm thinking minus 14.
Yep, that's my thought as well.
So, a lot of positional. Kind of has a little bit of heritage, sort of bit. Like you have to come in from the right side.
Yeah, you'd be. And you know what? I did see a member today said they've had the pins the last few weeks have all been middle of the green because they're saving the tucked pins for the tournament. They don't want to use those spots.
Okay. So
the pins are going to be tucked, and I think it's just hard to get the ball close. You got to land it in the perfect spot, or it's going to go to another tier.
Yep. You know, this guy makes a good point. I was thinking about this today when I was in the shower. I don't know why this came to my head, but isn't everyone kind of a bomber these days?
Yeah.
On a course like this, is there really an advantage of being like a Rory? Like, isn't there just like there's only like 10 golfers that are like Bryce and Rory level, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody else kind of hits it relatively the same.
Yeah. I mean, I was even talking to someone today and like, I was like, Ricky Fowler's not long. But then you look, he's gaining in distance on all these things. Like everyone's pretty much long.
Yeah. Like Spieth's long now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I just feel like they're all long.
Yeah. They're all long. Yeah. A lot of bunkers
your way around this course too.
You got to. I think this is a course where people who are strategic players will do well.
That's why I love the one guy we got.
Yeah, me too. Are we going to go over the Myrtle Beach? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not looking too much into it, but we did mention Champ as one of the few guys, so I get that.
Yeah, trying to not lose as much money as possible, lose as less money as possible for the PGA.
We don't want to cut on that PGA ROI.
Yeah. We got golf back in the Northeast.
That's a great thing.
Sort of, right? First time in a while.
Yeah. It's
if you want to call it the Northeast, but it's been a while, and we need to have the BMW every year. This is fucking bullshit.
I know they got rid of the Northern Trust and just didn't replace any of the events. But that's what I don't get about the entire schedule. There's so many good courses in the world. Why are we playing at TPC Craig Ranch?
Why does Texas have to get 5 events?
Is it 4 or 5?
You got Byron Nelson, Colonial, Valero,
Houston. I think that's it.
Oh, it used to be 5 with the fucking match play.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the fact that we get no
events. We're like 7 states up here. Give us something.
And there's a lot of good. And the only thing you get was the Travelers, and that course. I'm getting real sick of that course too.
I love attending the Travelers, but fuck, that's going to be a 30 under winner here shortly. It's 25 usually now every year.
Yeah, I mean, even go to the place LIV, the International. What's wrong with that?
Plenty of courses in Connecticut, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, obviously. I don't get it.
Why can't we? I mean, I get Winged Foot, but Baltus Roll haven't been there in forever. Why can't you play a playoff event there? Why, Marion? Why haven't we gone back there?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy to me.
And if you want to say you're saving those courses for majors, what about Ridgewood? That was fine.
Ridgewood, Plainfield. Where else did we go? They're going to the PGA in Aronimink next year. I don't like it.
You don't like that?
No, I wasn't a big Aronimink guy.
I'll take it over going to Quail or these places we've already seen.
Yeah, I guess. I just think it's more of a BMW type event, not a major event.
Do you think they can trick it up a little bit?
Maybe. I don't know. I know it was wicked soft and rainy that week, but the way Rose and Keegan were both 20 under.
Yep.
So
this course, yeah, I mean, at least it's going to be a little different visually than what we've seen.
Yeah, I wish this event was like not the week before the PGA, because I actually would be really looking forward to this event.
Yeah. And what's the week after?
After the Quail?
Yeah, it's Canadian.
No, the Canadian's right before the U.S. Open.
I wrote it early. I don't know why I'm blanking.
It's not.
Yeah, Kenny says they're going to trick it to make it. Got rain softens up too much last time and they were pissed. So they're going to come back with a vengeance, I think.
Colonial's after the PGA.
Yeah, that's not a bad event either.
They get a good, Colonial. I love the Colonial, and then Memorial. We got a great stretch of golf these next 4 weeks. Fucking great, and Canadian Open after Memorial, and then the U.S. Open. Fuck.
I said this morning, it was the best 6 week stretch in my opinion of the year because you get 2 majors.
And then we get the Travelers, which will be there.
Yeah.
Right, we're going this year. We go every year.
Yep.
Wow, great events.
Yeah, and everyone says I prefer LIV because I wouldn't cover the event. I'm going to cover the Travelers too. I'm going to be inside the ropes. So
there we go. Okay. Anything else on Truist?
No, I mean I think we have a good idea what we're looking for, and the proximity I would say is like 125 to 150. Sounds right.
Yeah. Yes, definitely wedges. And I think somebody said something about bunkers. There's a lot of bunkers, and the bunkers are penal. You definitely need to avoid them.
I will say this. People say they think Rory is the guy to beat because of bombers or whatever. He's not going to win a wedge fest.
Definitely not winning a wedge fest.
If it's about who can stick it the closest to, on these wedge holes with the steep runoffs, if you miss it and you overspin it, I think he still is having a problem. Not a problem, but he can't be the best at everything. He's not the best at fighting his wedges.
No, but he is by far the best player in this field, so nothing would shock me with him.
No, absolutely not.
All right, that leads us into the odds. His current odds are plus 450. Anything there? Anything make you want to bet that?
No.
Okay, we'll just pass. Morikawa 14, Xander 16, Ludwig 16, JT 18. Those are the guys below 20.
I think you can make a case for a lot of these guys, huh?
Can you make a case for Colin? The only case I could come up with is the caddy thing. Because I don't know, man. He separates himself when it's tough hitting fairways, which it's not here.
Yeah.
And he separates himself when it's longer irons. Right? Can you make a case for Colin?
No, I mean, I think.
And he's not a good putter. He's been awful putting. You got to putt here. You got to hit 14, 15 footers.
The only case for me is he's a great player who could win anywhere, and he's due for a win. But, I mean, in terms of this particular fit, I don't see it.
Yeah. Okay. I got interest in X and Ludwig. I know you don't really have interest in X, right?
No, it's not that I don't. I
don't love the 16. I was thinking it might go up to 20. Is that just not gonna?
We talk about the odds, man. The odds suck this week, and recently, like, there's been times we talk about this a lot. You wait for the odds to open, and then some guys get worse, and some guys get better. All the guys drop, and no one accounts for that by going the other way.
Right, I know. Is anybody going the other way? No.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't seen anyone's odds gets better, but I've seen 10 guys' odds get worse.
Colin dropped. JT dropped. Cantlay dropped. Spieth's gotten steamed.
Yeah, everyone's betting Spieth. I get it.
Yeah. So you're just out on X?
I mean, yeah. Unless he was 20 and it gave me something to think about, but I have no reason to pay the premium price for him right now that he's basically been in all the other events. I just don't. It does seem like it could be an X course, though.
I agree.
Is FanDuel out yet?
A lot of times he distinguishes himself with longer irons.
Yeah.
Not really wedges. He hasn't been putting that well either.
Yep. So the guy I like here is Ludwig.
Okay, give it to me. No FanDuel odds yet.
I just think we want a guy who's long with the driver, but is also a good wedge player. It's him. Right? He's a great driver, but he's also a really good wedge player. I just think he obviously won at Torrey, but then he's kind of been quiet for a while. He gets up for these big events, and the biggest reason is he loves bent grass. People have compared the greens here to Augusta in terms of just the speed and agronomy of them. And I think there's been no player in the last 2 years who has gained as many strokes putting at Augusta than Ludwig. It's 2 years less. So most strokes per round putting at Augusta.
3.6 this past year.
He's won on easy courses. He's won on hard courses. If it gets to 20 under, I think he can get there. If the winner is 10 under, I think he can get there.
I'm with you. I just don't know of his current form. What is it?
Well, the Masters and then Heritage, right?
Which I don't give a shit about Heritage because he was coming off. He was involved. He was one of the guys. He was tied for the league at Augusta on the back nine.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to play good at Heritage. So I'm not really worried about that. But like outside of the Masters and Genesis, it's been pretty mediocre.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
I can answer this real quick. Yeah. Do you think Ben Coley has a Rory blow up doll? He has something of a doll. He has some weird issue with me. I mute him. I don't see this dude's tweets ever. Is it because he's jealous of my head of hair? Do you think?
It's got to be. It's got to be.
It's got to be something because he's thinking about me all the time, and he might have a blow up doll on me. I don't want to know what he does to it. But it's nothing pretty. I'll tell you that much. So Ludwig, does it go to 18? Does it go to 20? That's what we're kind of expecting.
As soon as it moves to it is 18 on Rivers. You want an 18 or you want a 20? Can we get a 20?
I would love to get a 20. But I don't know. I just haven't seen any evidence that they're treating this fairly.
The putting thing is what really does it for me. Firm, fast. I think he's a really good lag putter. He's actually off the tees has come around. You need to get need a spike and iron and wedge week from him.
Yeah.
Sneaky like him out of bunkers too.
Do you?
Yeah. I feel like he's a good bunker player.
And I just think
stats back that up, but from when I watch him,
I think so. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
You're on live right
now. You got a winner for us this week?
Oh, take your helmet off. We want to see if you know the winner of this tournament. We had a lot of conversation last week about golf, and what do you think about this week, buddy?
Is Hadaki gonna be in it?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Knew it. You knew that?
Yeah, he's always in tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is, baby. We gonna bet him this week?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I know.
Okay, I think that's a good thought.
Yeah, maybe Scotty Scheffler, he's pretty good, but we don't really want him because you don't get really much money.
Oh, you're learning stuff there, Luca. I love it.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't like Scotty.
Yeah.
Who do we love?
Boo.
Sometimes I was about to say Bryson.
Oh, who do we love?
Sometimes we like Bryson and
Not sometimes, all the time.
yeah.
And remember what we were saying? We were excited for him to go against Scotty in the PGA in a couple weeks because they know
we are.
too much.
He's gonna kick his butt.
Yeah, because he won one time.
Oh, he's won many times.
So who's going to win, Bryson or Scotty?
Bryson.
Yeah,
Right.
I love it.
All right, buddy. So who's your pick to win this week?
Hadaki.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
There you go. This Lucas segment. And someone said, last time he was on was when Minwoo won. So,
Oh, there we go. He picked Minwoo?
I don't know if he picked him, but we said something about him. And he's like, yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I think.
All right. All right, Ludwig. You betting him? What number wouldn't you bet him at?
I think I'm just okay. He never picked Minwoo, he said. Was very mad about it too for some reason. Ludwig, I need an 18.
You won't bet a 16?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't really love much, so I was ready to fire you regardless.
I mean, yeah, I probably will, I guess.
I mean, what else are you looking at? You really thinking about skipping him?
No, I'm not thinking. I mean, if I did, I would probably go to the Spieth Hideki.
Okay.
But
All
Spieth
right.
at 25, no, I'm not taking that either.
All right. I know we're not going to bet this guy, but I made this case to you. JT 18 to 1, and when it opened at 20, he should be the number 2 guy in the field at the moment. I don't know why he isn't. He's playing better than all these guys, and he just won a fucking elevated event. Why isn't he fucking 14 to 1?
I don't know. I know. When he came out at 20.
Came out at 20. Like, I was like, it would be a JT thing to do to go back to back, and I do think this is a good JT course.
Well, Southern Hills connection.
Yeah, he's won it. He's had success in the Northeast.
Yeah,
I mean, he's finally putting great.
He's putting incredibly. I was looking at the strokes gained putting for the entire tour earlier today just to make a case about somebody, and he's 12th this year in strokes gained putting on the tour. So I get it, man. The 20 was a stupid number. Do I think he wins back to back? No, but Would it shock me? No.
Yeah, me neither. We may regret that one, man.
Yeah, we may. But the thing is, if you had to bet it, it was last night, man.
Why? It's only a 2-point difference.
Yeah, but the reason you're betting it is because it's the fact of the matter. It's a principle. I don't feel like you're making that much of a statement that needs to be made at 18.
Okay.
Ludwig's 20 on Bet Online, if anyone has that.
Ludwig's going up, man.
Check the disc. Oh, FanDuel's out. Okay, let's check this out.
He's gone back to back.
I'm not sure where they have FanDuel listed. Some.
Okay, so no on JT.
FanDuel's not up, huh? I guess I'm no on JT, but it shocked me no. And if we bet the 20 and we just said, hey, principal, we're betting this 20, we got to do it. But I like Ludwig better.
Okay. All right, that leads us to our bet of the week. None other than Mr. Patrick Cantlay, 22-1.
Bet.
I know you guys don't love this, but fuck you guys. Just fucking bet it. All right. I started doing research for this show, this event, and I was like, this just screams fucking Cantlay. Like, there's nothing that doesn't scream Cantlay here.
Oh, this is the perfect Patrick Cantlay course.
He owns this region. Okay, his last win was in Delaware, literally like fucking 45 minutes from Philly. Bent grass course. His win before that was in Maryland, Caves Valley. And these were signature events. They were BMWs. And he gained like 14 putting there. Another bent grass course. Win before that was Memorial, bent grass. He has 8 PGA wins, but really only 6 because one of them was Zurich, and the other one was the Tour Championship.
He has 9. One was at two course. One was at two course at 1 win though.
Yeah, Memorial, right?
Yeah, so it's 9, but 6 different courses.
Yeah. Well, all those are bent. besides the Tour and Zurich.
Yep.
The 2 BMWs, Memorial, Zozo, Shriners. And guess what? We just need the putter to get hot because he's fucking striping it. Has been all year. And don't even look at his fucking heritage numbers. He hit it way better than the numbers show. He just kind of stopped playing golf after the last 7 holes. Hit a water ball, and then it was just done with.
Yep.
All right. He is my pick to win this event. I really feel fucking good about it. And that's fucking crazy to say. Crazy.
He is my pick to win as well. First thing I thought of, I think we both looked at this course and then just said, what do you think? And our both first thought was Cantlay. And, you know, I don't think you go down that trap of the emotional betting, because if you don't have the winner, you don't have the winner. You lose the same amount of units. You move on to the next week. Yeah. Has he let us down at times? Sure. Guess what? At Heritage, when we floated the car to fucking JT, Cantlay, and Fleetwood, I don't think it was received very well.
No.
And it is what it is, man. So I get people are sick of him. Hell, I'm sick of him. But
I fucking hate him. You think I like putting? I don't like texting people. You got to bet Cantlay. That's not a good text to send.
Yeah, you think I want to tell people that?
No.
So, but that being said, I can't change who I am.
No, it just is what it is.
It is what it is. And
it's a dumpy pants week.
Yeah, think about these. So last time when he won the BMW at Delaware, of course, no one knew that much about. Same region, put the lights out. And the other win was the other win at Wilmington.
No, that was the course in Delaware. The other one was Caves Valley in Maryland.
Yeah, same thing. And he just putts out of his ass. He's a good putter. I know he's not putting well. Okay, but there's a difference between a good putter who's not putting well and a guy who's a horrible putter. When JT was putting bad for a long time, but when JT was JT, he was a good putter.
Yeah. He's also, a lot of people are saying that it's a lot of 15, 20 footers here you're getting. I actually have more confidence in Pat hitting the 15-footer than hitting the fucking 7 to 8-footer.
Yep, absolutely. Someone says if Tommy's the next bet, I'm throwing my phone. I'm not on Tommy this week.
Neither am I.
But probably a good course for him. Just like every course usually is pretty good for him. But not
we
the Canadian.
We had Tommy at the Canadian. Everybody knows that.
And maybe the next week too.
Yeah, I love. Actually, we texted about this weekend. I love Tommy at Oakmont.
I think he's an underrated U.S. Open player, and I think Oakmont's a perfect course for him. Problem is they're not giving us the right number. He should be 50-1, and guess what? I would bet it.
Yeah. So I also did a little model of best players in Mass, Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware area. Want to know the top 10?
Yeah. Hold on. Can we play the game where I guess a guy and you say what number he is?
Sure. I only have the top 10 though.
Yeah. So if it's not on the top 10, say no. Finau.
Nope.
Okay. Scheffler is not playing. Rory.
Rory's number 1.
Jason Day.
Ooh, no. His last 50 rounds, that's why.
Justin Thomas.
JT's number 9.
Okay. Cantlay.
Number 2.
So it goes Rory, Cantlay.
Yep.
Okay. I would say Vic.
Vic is number 6.
Okay.
7. Number 7.
Denny.
Nope.
All right. I guess I give up.
X is number 3.
Yep.
Decky's number 4. Rose 5, Connor 6, Vic 7, Tommy 8, JT 9, and Harmon 10. Cantlay, man.
Cantlay loves this region.
Yep.
And we always say bent. Besides Augusta, and the my one concern is the Augusta greens are like these ones.
Right, but it's different grass, I think.
Yeah, it can't be the exact same.
I like that it's a thinking man's course too. I mean, he's supposed to be smarter than everybody, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's won Memorial. It's another course where I think is more strategic.
Do I love the number? I don't love the number. I don't know. The number kind of blows, to be honest with you.
Dude, his stats are incredible. Oh my god.
His approach stats are great, right? And off.
That being said, he gained 2.8 strokes putting at the Masters.
Yep.
This year, and look at off the tee, man. He gained 4.5 strokes off the tee last week. 4 in approach.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is what we did with JT. Guess what? Bet the guys who are hitting the shit out of the fucking ball, man.
He is. He's definitely hitting the shit out of it.
Just bet those guys. Eventually, it'll come through.
All right. We're done talking about Cantlay. Nobody wants to talk about him. All right. That leads Spieth down to 25, Vic 28, Fleetwood 28, Henley 30. We already said we were out on Tommy. You like Spieth?
I like him, but I thought he was going to be 35. And he opened at 30, and I thought I was going to go to 35 or maybe even 40. I just don't think he deserves to be 25-1 in this field.
No, it's just a terrible number, man. Terrible. He is playing good golf, though.
Yeah, he's finished in the top 20, 5 times in a row?
He's not winning the PGA for anybody thinking that. It's just, but yeah, he's having a good much better season than I thought he would, based on coming off that wrist injury.
Yeah, he's playing good, and I did think he kind of was going to go back to the mean of that year when 2022. Obviously, that's not 2017-16 Spieth, but it is a different level because he's good. He's a good off the tee player now. The new version of Spieth.
Yeah,
I think he could win.
This
I think
week?
it's 28 somewhere. Yeah, I do think he'd win this week. If I could fit a card, and he would be the last guy who I'm debating. I think he can win.
You like him more than Vic?
Yeah.
I thought you were all about Vic next week.
Next week I am.
Why not this week?
I just think Quayle is more suited for Vic. Long irons.
Long irons?
Vic wouldn't shock me. I don't dislike him either.
Oh. I feel like it's a good number.
Oh, it is. It's one of the only fair numbers on the board, really. I wouldn't.
I actually think it's probably him and JT are probably the best numbers on the board.
Yeah. No, if someone bet Vic, I would not hold it against them at all. I don't think I'm going to get there because I have 5 guys that I like, and I don't think I can fit all 5 of them. He's not one of them.
He's a spike bent putter.
Yep. I'd love a top 5 from him this week.
Man, he's definitely spike bent putter. How do you do in that Delaware one? I don't know. No love for Henley?
Fuck no.
All right, just checking. All right. Give me the decky.
I like Hideki. That's my other guy. Luca likes him, which
I think we have to bet Hideki after that Luca segment. So I guess we're definitely in. You're just going to wait on the number. How does it not go up?
I thought it was 35. I thought I could have sworn it was going to be 40.
No one's
who's betting
it.
Hideki?
Nobody.
One thing I do like, I looked at Bet Bertez's tool. We can look at best spike guys.
Yeah.
So it's how much percentage of the time they gain a certain amount of strokes. So 1+, 2+, 3+, 4+. The farther you go, 2, 3, 4, 5, the higher Decky gets on the list. So he's not always great, but he's most likely to gain 4+ shots on approach than anyone else in the field.
I mean, that makes perfect sense when I think about Hideki.
Yeah, and you're betting an outright bet. You're betting that they're going to gain. Many times you don't see a guy win when they don't gain 4+ on approach, right?
Right.
So you're betting on that ceiling. In his ceiling, he gets to that ceiling and spikes with his irons more often than anybody else on tour. He doesn't gain 1 or 2 more often than anybody else on tour. He gains 4 or 5 more often than anyone on tour, and that's what it takes to win.
He's definitely a spike iron guy. My only question with him is he's been pretty bad putting the last 4 weeks. Like, really bad.
Even at Augusta, was he bad?
That was his whole problem. Lost 4.1.
Yeah, but does that matter for Decky? He just randomly does shit.
I don't know, man. Look at it. It's been bad. Pretty much the whole season besides 2 events. One of them he actually won, but
yeah, because that's Decky.
Yeah.
This feels like a Decky course to me. It's something screaming Decky to me.
I'll tell you what, though. He hasn't played on a lot of bent grass courses. I mean, there's one motto I live by in life.
What is it?
Bent greens, bent eyes.
He got it.
He's got it.
Something about it just makes me. It's like a Decky course.
Yeah.
You know what else I like? Proximity from 100 to 150. He's in the top 10.
Perfect.
I think dude. When Decky get those wedges spinning, baby.
Yeah, we got to give out Decky. I mean, we're giving out fucking Patrick Cantlay. We got to make people excited about something.
He's the anti, right? He's the anti.
Yeah, who doesn't like being on a Decky?
Yeah. It's a fun guy to be on. So at least we can balance out a little bit.
Okay. I'll tell you what, looking at this board, once you get past like Connors and Lowry, I can see. But once you get from the 40 to 40+ range, it's as bleak as it's ever been, man.
Yeah, it's bad.
Is it always this bad?
Yeah. I mean,
there's not anybody missing?
No, but I think we have the right strategy. I mean, like, remember at Heritage, we just get these guys in this range, this 20 to 40, and just hammer down or 16 to 40 these days. And I think the winner on these signature events comes from that spot.
I agree. It's a signature event. You got to take those guys, but it's disgusting. I feel like we're missing some PGA players. Somebody's got to be missing, man. You sure it's only Scheffler?
I think. Finau?
Finau's there. He's 66.
He's there, but is he really there?
This should be a perfect course for Finau, man.
It is. It should be. Could he possibly win? Could we take a shot on that?
Let's take a shot. I don't hate it. I mean, we bet Day at 55. I absolutely love Day.
Oh, I love him.
I love him next week. Do you like him more this week or next week?
I kind of think he's a better chance to win this week.
Yeah.
You don't get the LIV guys and stuff, right?
Right. But you just got the history with Quail. He's always good there.
I love him at both. I love him at both.
That being said, he wins this week because he's not winning the PGA. So
no, but then we get our money.
Right. I don't know. Is there anything there to show you should bet Finau?
Well, I think the comp courses and what he's done in this region are a big reason.
He actually, Bent is by far his best course, best surface.
I mean, what's he been doing? Let's see.
He's been awful.
Irons have been awful?
Mediocre. No. Mediocre to bad. Off the tee, he's good. He's fine.
Yep. I mean, do I think he can play like shit and just randomly win this? Probably not. I think he might have to show us that he's playing well first.
Yeah.
So is FanDuel still not out? Because Odds Checker has FanDuel Hideki listed at 35. But on the actual app, he's not there.
I don't know. I don't use it. All right. What about Day? Let's just finish the date.
Okay. I love Day. I mean, everything about him. He's first in Tillinghast Designs. He contended. He won obviously at. Where did he win?
He was second at Baltusrol.
Second at Baltusrol. But he's also been good at. Where is it? New Jersey, that course, right?
You looking for his wins? What are you looking for?
No, where he's been good at the other Tillinghast courses.
Yeah, he was good at was it Ridgewood or Plainville?
Ridgewood.
Okay.
He's also been good at where else? And we talk about the strategic guy. We love him in these type of places where you need strategy.
He won Plainfield.
Plainfield. He's 12th in so that's but again that's the region. He's 12th in 3-putt avoidance. Where else? He's first in the Tillinghast Designs. He's 13th in putting this year. 9 of his 13 wins have come on bent grass, and he showed up to the big events. 13th at Pebble, 8th at Bay Hill, 8th at Augusta. I just think when he wins one, it should be a big one.
Yeah, you say that, but he won the Byron Nelson.
Well, yeah, he did. But that again, I don't think that changes the long-term view of what he wants to win.
Right.
I think he's going to be a big game hunter from this point on.
Yeah, very similar to Rose.
Yeah, and Adam Scott.
Adam Scott. That being said, if Adam Scott was showing any life, I'd like him here too.
It's a great Scott course.
So, but yeah, just done with him. Yeah, bet Day 55. I think that's a good number too. Like Matt McNeely's 45, Bob Mack is 45, Sung Jae's 45. Like Jason Day is just better than those guys.
He is, and he's playing well. He wasn't good at Heritage, but again, we don't care about that.
Yeah,
this week. I like Day a lot. I think he's going to be involved for sure.
Yep, already bet it.
55 on Caesars.
Okay. There's really, I mean, I can name some guys here. Denny McCarthy.
I see the appeal, but I just don't think he can win.
Yeah. Keegan?
No.
His region. I just hate his fucking guts.
Yeah, I do too.
Wyndham Clark.
Wyndham's the guy who I could see. It seems like a Wyndham Clark type course.
45.
Yep.
Worried about him going stray?
Well, he's been good with the wedges. He's been one of the best players with the wedges. Great putter, obviously. I could see it. I'm not going to bet the 45 because I like other guys better.
Okay. So we're going Ludwig, right?
Yeah. Someone said his day have a neck injury. Does he have a neck injury?
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I'm not aware of that. So we're going Ludwig, Cantlay, Hideki, Day.
Yeah.
And that's it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I can fit Spieth in there, do I? Can I?
I don't think so. Not at the current number.
No.
I like Vic over Spieth.
You like Vic over Spieth. Okay. I get it. But again, I think my cards have to be Ludwig, Cantlay.
We had those four. Could we fit Finau?
Probably.
What if Finau got to 80?
I think that's something I would dip my toe in.
Definitely ends bad.
I mean, how bad can it be at 80-1?
Right. Yeah.
Any other questions before we log off here? It's like Day always has something, man. His tracker on X. Let me see what his tracker said anything about the neck. Jason Day tracker. These trackers need to get a life.
Patrick can't win is a tough bet. Yeah, no shit.
It is.
Didn't say I liked it. Just it's something that had to be done.
Yep. Let's neck. I don't see any. Well, I mean, I see him saying it, but I don't remember. Oh, Byron Nelson. I guess that's why.
That's why he didn't play Byron Nelson.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't care.
Tracking is a way of life.
Tracking's a way of life.
Should make t-shirts.
We got to do it.
Akshay.
I just think he's not in great form. So his FanDuel's not up, guys. Can we confirm this?
Dude, how many fucking times are you gonna ask me?
You know what else? Tracking his life. You know what else is life? Refreshing to look for odds.
Yes, it is.
That's such a big part of my life.
Alex Noren coming back this week. How do you get in this event?
He's in this event?
Yeah.
That's weird.
150-1. EVI, what'd you make of his comments?
I agree for the most part. Yeah, I agree. I think the money in golf is crazy, and I think the small field events suck.
Yeah, they do.
I love Rahm. Is he not worth $600 million? No, he isn't.
No, not even close.
All right. I think that's what we got, right?
Do we have a winner here?
I think Cantlay's the winner.
I do too. I really do. I really do think it's Patrick Cantlay time.
I do too. Yeah, the routing is different this week than the members played their famous 7th hole called the Great Hazard with all the bunkers in the middle of the fairway. That's going to be played as 18.
Oh, that's not played as 1?
I think it's played as 18.
Oh, I thought that was being played as number 1. I read that completely wrong.
I could be wrong. If someone knows in there, let me know. But I thought
the 7th hole, I thought it was being played as number 1.
I thought they were making it the finishing hole.
Oh, maybe I read that wrong. I don't know.
Because it's their signature hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's 1. I didn't read it anywhere. I don't know where I got it from. So maybe if you heard it, then he's probably right. 18, yeah, 18. 8. They're playing from 8 to 18.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry.
Sorry, 8 to 7. 8 to 7. So yeah, there we go.
That's cool. Wonder if you can drive those bunkers?
I think you can. The longest hitters can reach.
It's a fucking hype.
Maybe, yeah. They have to be, or else why would they even be relevant?
Yeah. All right.
Someone says everyone's a loser. These guys. They realize great golfers win less than 10% of the time. Yeah, I know that. Why do you think we're betting Cantlay?
Right. No Myrtle Beach, nothing for you, right?
I get nothing on Myrtle Beach. I mean, I don't really want to bet 2 events. Those are the weeks that really can get painful, and I don't want to do that right now. I'm ready for the PGA. Going to invest heavily in PGA, obviously, in this too. The question is to take Decky at 33 or wait on FanDuel. So what someone mentioned about that is Odds Checker has FanDuel listed for odds. And Decky, I saw is 35 on that. But although I can't see him on FanDuel. So that leads me to believe when FanDuel does post, it's going to be 35. So that's up to your risk tolerance, 33 or 35. I'm going to bet the 33 on MGM because I can't use FanDuel anyway because I'm limited to like $10 a bet. But I think if you have FanDuel, you might want to wait to see if FanDuel's out.
Yeah, I got nothing to say. I don't use FanDuel.
All right. So I think we do have a winner. I think it's Cantlay, but I also like these other guys too. I like Ludwig too.
I'm surprised you wouldn't bet a 16.
I mean, I guess I would if I'm forced to. Who do you like better, Ludwig or? I guess you couldn't bet Vic and Spieth.
I don't have any interest in betting Spieth.
All right. So we're just going to bet Ludwig then.
All right. Boom.
All right. Let's have a week.